You know, in the world of sacred legends, sometimes a single name can cause a whole lot of confusion. Today, we're going to solve a mystery that's had people scratching their heads for generations. It's a classic case of mistaken identity between two incredible masters who both just happen to be named Luang Por Kaew. Let's dive in.
So here it is, the big question. Are we talking about the same guy? You've got Luang Por Kaew of Wat Kruewan and Luang Por Kaew of Wat Puangmalai. Their legends are so massive, so powerful, you can kind of see why people might get them mixed up. But is that the real story?
All right, let's just cut right to the chase. Based on all the historical evidence, the answer is a huge, resounding no. They're absolutely not the same person. And honestly, this is where it gets really, really cool. Their legacies are like two sides of the same cosmic coin. They represent these two fundamental, almost opposite forces, the power to draw things in and the power to keep things out. We're talking supreme charm versus ultimate protection. Now, to put this mystery to bed for good, we're not going to rely on old stories or hearsay. Nope, we're going straight to the facts. We're talking hard evidence, historical records, timelines, documented proof that paints a crystal clear picture of two totally different lives lived in two totally different times.
Okay, this timeline right here pretty much ends the debate with simple math. Just look at the dates. The first master from Wat Kruewan was born more than 50 years before the master from Wat Puangmalai. But here's the real kicker. The first master, the one from Wat Kruewan, passed away around 2412 BE. And the very next year, the second master was just starting his journey, just getting ordained as a monk. It's literally impossible for them to be the same person. Case closed on that front.
And if the timeline wasn't enough, this chart just hammers it home. It's like a tale of the tape for these two legends. Geographically, they were on completely opposite sides of the Gulf of Thailand, one on the east coast, the other way over by the Mekong River. They lived in different parts of the Ratanakosin era, they had totally different teachers, and they even held different formal titles as monks. Every single piece of evidence screams two different people.
All right, so let's dig into the older of the two masters first. We're talking about Luang Por Kaew of Wat Kruewan. This is the master whose entire legacy is built around one of the most powerful and sought-after forces you can imagine: pure, undeniable, irresistible charm.
His masterpiece, his signature creation, was the Phra Pidta amulet. And when you look at it, you see a monk with his hands covering his face. You might think it's about hiding from the world, but it's not that at all. It's a symbol for closing off all the noise, all the distractions of your senses, to find this deep, perfect focus inside. And here's the crazy paradox. That deep inner peace is what's believed to create this magnetic, powerful outer energy of attraction.
So how in the world did he make something so powerful? Well, it was all about the ingredients. This wasn't just some pressed clay, it was a mystical recipe. He used feng ithage, the sacred chalk powder famous for its charming properties. He'd put in mai kai kuk, that's wood that a rooster literally pecked at to call for a mate. I mean, talk about a raw symbol of courtship. Then there's kafakrak, a parasitic plant whose name means love, symbolizing a bond you just can't break. Mix all that up with 108 other sacred herbs, bind it with a special lacquer, and boom, you have an object that just radiates attraction.
And get this, the power was said to be so unbelievably intense that it came with this legendary and frankly pretty serious warning. Luang Por Kaew supposedly put a curse on any man who would dare misuse its power, specifically to charm a woman and then not take responsibility for her. That's not just a friendly suggestion, that's a dire warning that shows you just how much force was believed to be packed into these tiny amulets.
And if you need to know what that kind of power is worth in today's world, well, here you go. A perfect, authentic Phra Pidta from Luang Por Kaew of Wat Kruewan can be valued up to 100 million Thai baht. Wow. That's not just a collectible. That number is a direct reflection of a centuries-long belief in its unparalleled power.
Okay, so now, let's do a complete 180. We're going to leave the world of charm and attraction, and we're stepping into the realm of pure, unshakable protection. It's time to talk about our second master, Luang Por Kaew of Wat Puangmalai. His whole legacy wasn't about drawing things in, it was about keeping danger out.
His signature piece was the Takrut Bang Pune, and the name itself literally translates to gun stopping. So, yeah, no subtlety there. This wasn't a powdered amulet you wear. It was a talisman, a rolled-up palm leaf covered in these incredibly powerful sacred diagrams called yantras. And its purpose was simple, direct, and intense:
to make the person carrying it invulnerable to physical harm.
What's so fascinating here is the process. You couldn't just, walk up and buy one. A follower had to go on a personal quest. First, you had to travel to the gun-blocking canal yourself. Then you had to cut the sacred palm leaf with your own 2 hands. Only then could you bring it to the master. He would then personally inscribe it with the heart of the tiger yantra, a symbol of pure courage and ferocity. This whole ritual made the protection deeply, deeply personal.
And the fame of this master wasn't just some local legend. Oh no, it went all the way to the top. King Chulalongkorn, Rama V, one of the most respected kings in Thai history, actually wrote about him. He called him a monk of great magical power, who was greatly revered. I mean, that's a royal endorsement. It doesn't get much more legit than that.
So there you have it. We've seen the proof. 2 different men, 2 different times, and 2 totally different philosophies. Now let's just bring it all home, get to the final verdict, and really understand the amazing, distinct legacies they each left behind.
This right here, this is the heart of it all. On one side, you have Luang Por Kaew of Wat Kruewan, the master of Metta Maha Sanae, which is all about supreme charm and loving kindness. His power is for anyone who wants to attract people, good luck, better opportunities. It's about connection. Then, on the other side, you have Luang Por Kaew of Wat Puangmalai, the master of Kongkraphan Chatri, invulnerability and protection. His power is for those who need to push away danger, to overcome their fears, to find that inner courage.
So, let's just boil it all down one last time, nice and simple. The master from Wat Kruewan gave us the Phra Pidta with the core power of attraction. Think charm, love, fortune. The master from Wat Puangmalai gave us the Takrut Bungpun with the core power of protection. Think invulnerability, safety, courage. 2 masters, 1 name, but 2 completely different approaches to power. So, in the end, this was never about which Luang Por Kaew was greater or better. That's not the point. They were both absolute masters of their craft. The real question this whole mystery leaves us with, well, it's a personal one. Which power do you seek? Is it the power to draw the world closer to you, or the power to keep all the danger out?